Jaguar Wright on Jay-Z. I've signed 2 NDAs in my life. Both were with him.
Like, there's a lot.
Most people in the industry are related.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that interesting? Bloodlines.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look at Wanye right now with his sons.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why he signed them to marry. I don't get it.
For what everybody knows is Jay-Z.
All right,
What about
him? Here we go.
Were you around him? In what capacity were you around him? Was it strictly? Was it only
NDAs
unplugged?
in my life?
Hold on to your chairs because the tea is hot and the streets are bustling. Jaguar Wright recently shocked Jay-Z by saying he made her sign an NDA. Jaguar is disclosing every detail of this scandal, which has the potential to completely upend the business. We're here to explain what transpired between her and Jay-Z. Is there more to this NDA than first appears? The stakes are enormous and reputations are at stake. You must be aware of this famous rumor because we are going to go into the Jaguar vs. Jay-Z story, which I assure you is more interesting than your aunt's sweet tea. You don't want to miss this scandal, so pay attention.
Raped. And I'm not saying sexual assault. I'm talking about pockets.
Yeah, man.
Right through.
Very bad.
They had one of the worst recording contracts ever. It was almost as if Michael Bivins was like having like PTSD from New Edition being a child star and said, I'm gonna find some real talented guys.
Do this again.
And I'm gonna fuck them over worse
We're
than
gonna
we
do this
did.
again.
So we can say it happened to somebody else.
That's PTSD for you. That's like, we're gonna make them relive it. Make them relive it. God damn.
Why would you do that to another artist?
Yeah.
Why would you sit there and say, man, we had the #1 record and we were still on food stamps, and then force your group to do that?
Hey, man.
Why would you do that?
Be your own people.
You want to know how fucked off it was for Big Mike at the end of his run before he had to leave Boyz II Men?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, please.
Let me tell you how bad his finances had gotten after his wife ran through what lump sum of money they had on that god-awful soul food restaurant that lacked soul and promptness. 6 hours to get a turkey wing platter. 6 hours.
Shit.
We used to call it opening to get it in time for dinner. Get your order in as soon as they open if you want to have it by 6. That was the joke around Voorhees.
Jeez.
Jill bought their house. She got it cheap. It would have been a $750,000 home back then, but they were forced to knock $250,000 off the top because of the structural damage. Apparently, they weren't able to take care of that home. It was riddled with termites. Said the only thing holding it up was the paint. They needed the money, so Jill squeezed. And they sold that house for very much more than $400,000 less what it was worth. And they broke even. Is it the way you hate me, baby? That was my cousin Alma that sang that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. The apple don't fall far.
Oh, you don't want to diss me.
The apple don't fall far.
You don't want to diss me. I know you. Bitch. Wait a second. Did you hear what I just said? Michael Bivins fucked over Boyz II Men. And when Big Mike got sick, apparently there wasn't enough money available to help them through their hard times.
That's how it goes.
They didn't even promote that soul food restaurant. I mean, I can understand why it was some nigga shit, but maybe if they had got some real help, maybe they could have hired somebody to come in and help manage it. But no, they had to be a self-ran business because they couldn't afford to hire anyone. Why not be forced to sell to a vulture like Jill Scott, who was also an artist and knew how bad that family was struggling and took that as an opportunity to get a very, very large-scale home in a lovely, lovely white Jewish neighborhood for cheap.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I mean, I'm just like, you could have said, I know you guys don't want to walk away from your home, but at least let me pay you full value because I got the money and I want to see y'all be okay. She knew they were going to have to forfeit on that mortgage, and she squeezed. She was kinder to that damn dog.
Oh man, Putter, what's his name?
Flutter, yeah.
Putter, God.
You gave the dog an idiot name, and you wonder why he shat in your shoe. The fuck is Flutter? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Oh, it's the sound his feet make. That's your fault, bitch. You named him nothing. How you gonna? Like, Flutter, I used to hate that shit, and he hated kids, and he barked at people's feet. Like, he was fucked up.
Oh man.
I can see why Lizelle says she shouldn't make no babies.
Oh man.
I mean, that was her husband.
So,
He should have known her best.
yeah, let me
She
say
wrote a whole
this.
song about it, a hit record. Want to hear it?
They did not for rich. Oh shit.
Turn on a black radio station on Sunday where they sell bullshit all the time.
Jack, I want to ask.
Nothing progressive.
I have to say, most people that watch our interviews or your interviews as of late, the main question that comes up is, how does she know? Was she there? So
Yeah.
I want to do it like this. I'm gonna name some names,
Sure.
and I want to know, were you around them?
Sure.
I would like to start for what everybody knows is Jay-Z.
What about him?
Could secrets be what it is? The streets are ablaze with theories and rumors, but one thing is for sure, this NDA controversy has opened up a whole can of worms, shining a light on the dark underbelly of the industry and making people wonder what really goes on behind the scenes. Jay-Z is so desperate to keep things under wraps that he would force Jaguar into silence. The possibilities are endless and the speculation is as juicy as it gets. Did something personal happen between them? Is there a shady business deal that Jay doesn't want to be revealed? Or is there a larger scandal brewing that we don't yet? Hold on tight, for this journey is going to get much wilder. Jaguar W might be the beginning of the truth's revelation. We'll go into great detail about Jaguar's accusation and what an NDA actually entails in the celebrity industry in our upcoming episode. Believe me, there is still more to be revealed, and we're only getting started. This scandal is going to get even more juicy, so pay attention.
You were around him, in what capacity were you around him? Was it strictly? Was it only
NDAs
unplugged?
in my life.
Okay.
Both of them were with Mr. Carter. Ask me what you want to know and I'll answer what I can.
Let's just start with the base level. Business, personal.
Both.
Both.
And spiritual.
And spiritual. Okay.
We believe in the same power. We don't believe in appropriating it the same way.
Can I ask you this? For you, did you find joy in the business or pleasure? And when you answer that, I'm gonna flip it on him. Do you feel he found joy in the business or pleasure part of that? Or spiritual?
He is the most shameful thing I've ever done. There is nothing that I experienced with that person that has not inspired shame except for Unplugged. That was the purest moment. For me, it was all done in love for music, love for all that was there, love for the culture. I hate the fact that we did it all for a culture vulture. For someone who never truly had the capacity to appreciate that moment in time, to steal it from the masses, to hide it, to cloak it. I put it up on Philadelphia last year when we launched. You know how many people came to the network to see that show that they never got to see? You know what's great about this year? I still got the footage.
There you go. There you go.
And in 1 week, Jay-Z Unplugged, the actual whole concert, from beginning to end, will be viewed and able to be viewed on realjag.com. Come and see the history. Come and see the power of that moment, the amazing things that we did with our bodies and our minds and our spirits. There was not one person in that room that was not elevated that night. And everyone in that room would be a liar if they said that I wasn't responsible for 75% of.
All right, let's examine this NDA scenario in more detail. Jaguar W is making some serious claims that Jay-Z simply coerced her into signing a contract and keeping her mouth quiet. By doing so, she is presenting a picture of a man who is prepared to play hardball in order to keep his secrets safe. Could you imagine being in that situation where you have to sign away your right to talk about your personal experiences? It's giving a lot of NDA politics and power moves. Now, NDS are nothing new in the celebrity world. They're the industry's favorite accessory, and celebrities use them to keep their private lives under wraps, prevent leaks about upcoming projects, or cover up scandals. However, the thing about NDS is that they can be why would Jay-Z feel so pressured to get Jaguar to sign an NDA? Because shady is simply a means for the wealthy and powerful to control the narrative and silence anyone who could reveal their secrets. There is a lot of discussion and speculation in the streets. There are those who believe that Jay and Jaguar may have had a small affair in the past, and that he doesn't want that information to be revealed, while others believe that Jay may be involved in something so explosive and scandalous that he can't risk it coming to light. However, we don't know for sure what Jay is trying to hide. All we know is that he allegedly went to great lengths to keep Jaguar quiet, which speaks volumes and suggests that whatever secrets he may be holding on to are significant enough to force him to go to extreme lengths. This whole situation is shedding light on the dark side of the music industry, leading people to wonder how many other artists have been silenced by NDA, how many stories have been buried, and how much truth has been kept hidden from the public. Insiders are leaking information about how shady the game can be, and everyone and their mother is commenting in on the subject as the fallout from this Jaguar Wright and Jay-Z conflict is sweeping through the industry like a wave. The streets are ablaze with rumors of other celebrities who may need to explain themselves, and who else has been out here pressuring people to sign on the dotted line. NDAs are the industry's dirty little secret, a means of keeping people in line and protecting the powerful. Some people are even coming forward with their own stories of being silenced by NDAs. What other controversies have been ignored? This goes beyond specific instances. The entire scenario is bringing the music industry to light, revealing the dark side of a company that is all about control and image. People are beginning to wonder how deep the rabbit hole goes and whether this is just the beginning. How many more artists were intimidated into keeping quiet? Some folks have already chosen a side. Some people support Jaguar's bravery for speaking out, calling her a hero for defying a system that is meant to keep people quiet, while Jay-Z defenders are calling her a liar and a clout chaser, claiming that she is just trying to get her 15 minutes of fame. Meanwhile, Jay-Z has been suspiciously silent about the entire situation, making no statements or denials, which only feeds the rumors about what he has to hide and why he isn't defending himself. The longer he remains silent, the more people will wonder what kinds of secrets he has in his closet. But here's the thing, it's difficult to recover from something like this without getting hurt, and if more dirt comes out, it might get even worse for Jaguar Wright. Even if Jay-Z does come out and deny everything, The damage may have been done, his reputation is suffering, and people are viewing him negatively. In the midst of all of this, she has become an unlikely hero, and people are supporting her and applauding her bravery for bringing attention to a problem that has been ignored for far too long. Even if the industry attempts to blacklist or exclude her, she has already made her mark. She initiated a long overdue chat.
See what she got to say. Like I said, she's out and she's talking again. Like I said, it's just crazy to me how many people still don't believe what she says. They don't like her delivery. It's too much for her, and but when that truth come out, they be like, oh, she was right. Yeah. So shout out to all the good humans. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Jack, I want to ask.
Nothing progressive.
I have to say, most people that watch our interviews or your interviews as of late, the main question that comes up is, how does she know? Was she there? So yeah. I want to do it like this. I'm gonna name some names.
Sure.
And I want to know, were you around them?
Sure.
I would like to start for what everybody knows is Jay-Z.
All right.
What about him?
Here we go.
Were you around him? In what capacity were you around him? Was it strictly? Was it only
NDAs in my life?
Okay.
Both of them were with Mr. Carter. Ask me what you want to know and I'll answer what I can.
Let's just start with the base level. Business, personal. Both.
And spiritual.
Okay.
We believe in the same power. We don't believe in appropriating it the same way.
Can I ask you this? For you, did you find joy in the business or pleasure? And when you answer that, I'm gonna flip it on him. Do you feel he found joy in the business or pleasure part of that? Or spiritual?
He is the most shameful thing I've ever done. There is nothing that I experienced with that person that has not inspired shame except for Unplugged. That was the purest moment. For me, it was all done in love for music, love for all that was there, love for the culture. I hate the fact that we did it all for a culture vulture. For someone who never truly had the capacity to appreciate that moment in time, to steal it from the masses, to hide it, to cloak it. I put it up on Philadelphia last year when we launched. You know how many people came to the network to see that show that they never got to see? You know what's great about this year? I still got the footage.
There you go.
And in 1 week, Jay-Z Unplugged, the actual whole concert, from beginning to end, will be viewed and able to be viewed on realjag.com. Come and see the history. Come and see the power of that moment, the amazing things that we did with our bodies and our minds and our spirits. There was not one person in that room that was not elevated that night. And everyone in that room would be a liar if they said that I wasn't responsible for 75% of it.
Yeah, man. They didn't really talk about the title until like the ending of the video. So I got to see what I'm going to do because there's a lot of trimming and cutting I got to do. I know. just because of how when I upload and you see that age restriction pop up. I know, like, today is Saturday for me, and I know in basically right now they about to drop the video with her and Gene Deal, so I'm gonna react to that later. But man, I can't wait for that interview. Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal. It's almost like they brother and sister, man, the way they be talking. But she said she signed 2 NDAs. So, you know, it's going to be certain things that she can't talk about, right? But the stuff she can talk about, y'all got to read in between the lines. Y'all have to. I feel like it's very, very important. A lot of things probably fly over people's head. Some people some people just don't care. But this stuff is happening. A lot of stuff is coming out. Like I said, with the music industry, I ain't just talking about rap. I'm talking about all type of music. It gets really, really dark. And I think a lot of people are, you know, when things come out and, you know, people say, you know what, this person was brave enough. I feel like I have the courage now to say something. And then they say it. But, I don't never want to go to a place where they say, hey, you can't bring your phone in here. I will turn around and go the other way. A comedy show, that's different. Because, you know, they don't want you recording the show because they're going to post it somewhere. But I ain't giving you my phone. I cut it off, but I ain't giving it.